Okay, maybe it's another time for another Mugen tutorial. Recently I find my Mugen is running out of space. You see there's only 2 slots there, and one of the limitation of Mugen is the character select screen you cannot scroll. So the only way is to make each block, each cell smaller. And I will show you how to do it. Actually, I already done it. I will show you. So this is the result. The only way is to make every cell smaller so you can have more slots. So I will show you how you can do it by yourself. And I will use Mugen 1.0 as the example platform. I won't use 1.1 because 1.1 there's too many characters inside. It took quite a long time to load. So I will use 1.0, and this 1.0 is quite vanilla. You see 1.0 and 1.1 similar settings. After you download the 1.0, 1.0 I mean, you probably see this many of slot. It's 3 by 4, 12 slot. And there's an easy way you can expand it. You could just go to data, you find the Mugen.cfg. If you can't find CFG, you'd better show the file name extent here. Don't hide items, click here and you'll be fine. Oh, it's here. View, unclick all these things. So you basically find the Mugen.cfg. Open it up. So you're gonna find one keyword called a motif. And this motif is the interface you will use, the screen pack you will use. So the current default screen pack will be data, Mugen 1, data is this data, Mugen 1, and system.def. So this is the default 12 slots interface, and you don't want it. There's a big, right? The folder name big, and you know it's big. So the easy solution is you use big. So it's data big system.def. Save. Now launch Mugen 1.0 or 1.1 again. You have more slots. But as you can see, it's not enough. It is not enough. So let's do it. So before you do any changes, make sure you back up this file. So you make a copy of this file and say system.dak. It's a backup file, so now we can work on it. So you can give it a different name, like data motif. Okay. Author myself. And you can also change the local coordinate. This is 16 by 9, or maybe you can change to another one. But we are going to add more slots. We are not going to make the whole screen pack. So let's go down. So let's scroll down to where the character selection, character select definition is here. So you see we have 10 rows and 6 columns. So basically we are going to add more rows and more columns, but we are going to do it later. What we want to do is, we know that each cell now is quite big, so the cell you see is 0.5. When you see 0.5 means 0.5. Actually, I don't like this kind of expression. I always give it the full form of it. So you know the only solution is to make every cell smaller. So the original value is 0.5. So if we make it smaller again, then we are going to make it 2.5. Okay. And go down. Random scale. When you see the scale, you are going to make it smaller. 0.5 divided by 2 is 2.5. Another thing here is P1 cursor active scale. Okay, same 2.5, 0, 2.5. Maybe I should copy and paste. See here, 0.5, 0.5, 2.5, 2.5. Go down. P2 side, 2.5. Done scale, 2.5. Go down. Okay. And here is the stage part. Here finally, that's the selecting scale. Here have portrait scale. Portrait scale is the carat portrait, which is 9000. If you have experience of editing or creating character, you will know 9000 is the small portrait of the character, and the bigger portrait is 9001. If you want to make your own HD screen pack, you may want to use different value, but every character need to have that picture index. Okay, let's save it. I think let's have a try. Okay, let's have a try. You see, when you don't have many characters, the movement starts very fast. Ooh. Yeah, every cell is smaller now, but their spacing is quite big. So we are going to change. Here I suggest to set to 1. Let cursor walk around. And then the spacing, cell spacing 4. Cell size Here is the cell size. I never changed it before. I think I need to change it. Half of the size, right? 50 is 25. I think that this was also 25. Let's try. Maybe later we'll change the 4. Let's see the difference. Yes. Now they are packed together. I think this is the 4. Let's try. If I change to 2, every cell will be more packed together. Yes. And now there's another problem, is the big portrait. The big portrait is too big, maybe. So this big portrait. So same, we can scale the big portrait down. Now here is one. We can maybe make it into half. Can make it into half. And let's check again. Yep. Good enough. Good enough. Then we can move this thing to here and expand all the way there. The selection table is around here. There is a pots, which means position. So this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. So let's try maybe 120 and see where it goes. I think I have to use the P1 side. Oh no, it's overlap with the big portrait, so we have to move a bit. 120 is not a good value. 240. Unlike the character, unlike the fighting scene, you can do a refresh, but the menu you cannot refresh. Still overlapping a little bit, so maybe 60. Actually, you should use the Kung Fu Man as reference, because Kung Fu Man is the standard. And this Mugen, clearly she is not using the standard size. So please use Kung Fu Man as a reference. See, there's a gap. Actually, we can close the gap a bit, maybe. Let's try maybe 50 to 50. I think it's good enough. Maybe we give some gap. And let's see, we can expand how many columns. Now it's only 6 columns. We want to expand maybe 24 columns. Oh, we can do more actually. Clearly can do more. There's a ton of space there. Maybe 30 columns. You see, 30 column is almost reach the Kung Fu Man. Is it? I don't know whether it's already overlapping or not. I think it's already overlapping a bit. So we can move the whole grid towards here. So we're gonna change parts again. Maybe 40. Yeah, it's almost aligned. Maybe there's a little bit overlapping, but it's okay. Maybe there's a little bit overlapping, but I think it's okay. And now you see we are going to expand the whole grid down. Maybe expand twice. Maybe twice is too many. I don't know. Now the row is 10. We do a 20 row. Well, I think it's okay. Maybe you don't mind that the Kung Fu Man's name is a little bit overlapping with the grade. Actually, if you really mind, you just give it 29. 19. Give it 19. Now there's no overlapping. If I full screen, no overlapping already. So this is how you can make a big grid. Basically, you make every cell smaller. Okay, thanks for watching. These methods apply both 1.0 and 1.1.